Welcome back to Feeling Peckish Christmas. Thank you for clicking on this video. You have stumbled upon Christmas Cookie Thursday. Every Thursday this December, I am sharing with you a Christmas cookie recipe, and this one happens to be some candy cane meringue wreaths. So we're gonna get started right away, but before I do that, I just wanted to say, have you seen the rest of my Feeling Peckish Christmas vlogs? I'm posting a video every day in December. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, that's a cool thing you can do. Okay, let's jump in. This is super easy. Like, talk about uncomplicated. Get yourself a big bowl or a nice big mixer. Get your oven preheating at 225. We are gonna beat up our egg whites. I've got just 2 fresh egg whites in here. I'm gonna pop them straight in. Place that down and give that a mix. We're gonna get them mixed until they get a little bit foamy and gain some volume. All right, so now that I've got soft peaks, I'm actually gonna add in my sugar a little bit at a time. So I'm gonna keep my mixer on, going at low speed. We're gonna do about a tablespoon of sugar at a time. All right, so at this point, it's been mixing for probably 2 minutes after I finish putting all the sugar in. You just wanna take your fingers, the usual test, rub them between. I've got a couple granules, so I'm gonna let this go a little bit longer, but then I'm gonna stir in the cornstarch and the peppermint flavoring. All right, that smells amazing, and it looks so good. It looks like a little snow hill. Okay, I'm gonna set that aside for now, and I have got a piping bag. This is optional, although if you wanted it to look like how mine looked, this is necessary, so you choose. I have got some red food coloring and a food safe paintbrush. And you're just gonna brush the food coloring in stripes on the inside of the bag. And what that's gonna do is when you pipe out the meringue, you're hopefully gonna get some of those red peppermint candy cane stripes. So I'm gonna do that, then I'm gonna fill the meringue in here and we'll get it piped onto our baking sheet. So down here I have a baking tray with a little bit of parchment on it. I'm gonna snip some of the piping bag off. And I'm gonna make relatively small wreaths. This is the time where you get to be creative. If you wanna make candy canes, if you wanna make circles, if you wanna write somebody's name, your call, or like just drops, if you just go bloop, that's super fun as well. So I am going to pipe very slowly in a circle like this. The first one always looks like shit, don't worry. Mine did, obviously. And you're just gonna keep up with it. Just don't give up. And eventually the color comes out evenly and it looks so cool. Look at that one. Oh, I like that one. Amazing. And once you have an entire tray piped, they now go into the oven. I'm gonna put them in for 45 minutes and check on them. Because they're so thin, you're gonna wanna keep an eye on them. And then of course, depending on what shape you made or how thick they are, your baking times are gonna be a little bit different. But I'm gonna do mine for 40 minutes and then I'm gonna do an extra half an hour at the end with the oven off and the door closed just to let them dry out. Because I really like crispy meringues on the outside and a little bit kind of marshmallow-y on the inside. That's my preference. So I'll come back here and I'll show you how to decorate them. Okay, they look so good. So they have cooled virtually completely in the oven, which is what you want to have happen. Otherwise they're gonna crack the minute they go to a drastically different temperature than the oven. So I've let them cool. Now it's time to decorate them. Now, if you want to stop at this point, they are perfect. They look Christmassy. I thought, hell, I got some time on my hands and it might be kind of fun to jazz them up a little bit. So the decorations that I put together are, I made some fondant bows. I just had leftover red fondant. If you've got leftover little decorations or crushed candy canes, something like that would work really, really nicely. Don't feel like you have to, bend yourself over to really make little bows like this happen if you don't feel up to it. I also have some of these nice little candy pearls, which I love. And then I have melted some white candy melts with a little bit of coconut oil. Now, if you wanted to just use white chocolate, you totally could, but it's got a bit of a cream color to it. And of course, me being like as anal retentive as I am, wanting to stay in the theme of the colors, I wanted something that was perfectly white. Candy melts come in a white color, and so that's what I melted. I add the coconut oil so that it's nice and thin when I go to put it on. So I'm gonna start decorating some of these. Each one's gonna be different. They're not gonna be the same. I might drizzle some, I might put a bow on some. You're just gonna have to wait and see. And that's all I have for you on this fine winter's day. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you watch yesterday's video and stay tuned for tomorrow for another Feeling Peckish Christmas video. Thanks for watching. Bye!